Hi students, I wanted to add one piece of advice in video format for you all and kind of share a personal story to hopefully connect and just make you aware of why I share some of the advice that I do. So one of my biggest pieces of advice is to find excitement and enjoyment for what you are learning. The more that you can connect this material to things that you really care about, that you're passionate about, maybe things at work that you deal with, the more you're going to want to come to these chapters and to this material to study it and put in the work to really understand it. It's going to fuel you and give you motivation in this class, especially when it's really hard. So finding enjoyment is such a key piece of learning, and it's such a key piece to getting the grade that you want and to succeeding in this class. So my personal story with this is that in undergrad I had to take a plant biology course, and I'll just say that this is a course that had a reputation. It was with a strict professor, the class was supposedly really boring, and it was just kind of one of those classes that people told you just got to get through it, you have to just get through and pass with a C and hope that you at least can pass. So I'm a couple weeks into this course. I am not finding that I'm wanting to study the material. I don't really want to review my notes. Lab was just a horrible experience. Like, I didn't want to be there. Didn't enjoy the material at all. And I quickly realized that I wasn't going to get an A, which was what I was striving for. I wasn't going to get that A if I didn't change my perspective and kind of switch things around in my mind of how I was going to approach the course. So I remember definitively deciding, probably around week 3 in the course, that I was going to find this class interesting and find plants really fun. And that was kind of an unpopular opinion. Most of the people around me kind of made it through the class really not enjoying it. So I decided that I was going to look for things that I found really cool about plants, and I did. So I ended up just realizing, not to get into plant biology too much, but I realized that plants are really amazing, right? To reproduce, a plant just can't get up and walk around and find its partner to make another plant. Plants, like trees and all kinds of things, have to figure out a way to reproduce without doing that in the way that most animals do. So they have really cool seeds, and they have pine cones, and animals eat their fruit. And it was just blew my mind how plants have these elaborate structures within them and ways that they disperse their seeds to find other seeds so that they can reproduce and create new plants. And anyways, not to bore you with all this plant biology, but I opened up my mind enough to discover that, you know what, this field actually had so much interesting material to offer if I was just there to look for it. Now, hopefully you're in this class because you are really interested in the content, because it's going to apply to what you want to do in the future. But I'm here to say that there's probably going to be chapters that you find more difficult, that you find less interesting. And so I really encourage you to, when you start going down that road of being bored or uninterested or just feeling overwhelmed, to switch your perspective and to try and make some connections that you get really excited about. And I promise that is going to help you get through those tough chapters, all right? So with my experience in that plant bio course, I ended up getting a low A, but I got the A that I was looking for, and I ended up TAing for that same plant biology course the rest of my undergrad career. So I ended up spending more time in that class that I originally thought I was going to hate, and I ended up really, really loving it. And I hope that this advice can be very helpful for you and that it will give you more success in this course.